Hey, what's up folks? How you doing? So today's video is going to be about how to pick the right tattoo design for you. So really this video is kind of for clients, but also it's actually for tattoo artists as well who want to learn how to guide that conversation for either a nervous client who's in for their first tattoo or for that client who really doesn't actually know what they want or what they're looking for, and how you can guide that conversation to a constructive place and get that dialogue going to make sure that you guys are on the same page. But really, this is for clients who, really want to just go out there, know what options they have, and let's just get into it, folks. I'm Clay, the Techie Tattooer. And if you're not sure what kind of tattoo you want, this video is for you. The first thing to consider that I always go over with my clients is whether or not they're looking for a black and gray piece or a color piece. We call it black and gray, but all y'all folks out there, it's just black and white. Ed Hardy came up with the term black and gray because he's cool. His t-shirts might suck and his clothing brand might be for gym bros, but do your research. Dude, there's like a whole movie on the history of tattooing and etc., etc., etc. Ed Hardy's actually really a cool dude. He went to Japan and did all kinds of stuff, completely changed the whole world of art, blah, 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 blah. Shut up, Clay. Nobody cares about that stuff. But he invented the term black and gray. So your tattoo artist is gonna call your black and white tattoo black and gray. That's what we do. It sounds cooler, so we do it. And color or black and gray is going to be the first two considerations that you're going to want to have. Is what kind of art do I want on my body? Do I want to be a colorful person, or do I want to keep things a little bit subtler and a little bit more low-key? The next thing that I actually talk to my clients about is thinking about the future. And this is kind of a weird thing to talk about. Not really, but it's kind of a weird thing to, most people don't really think about, close my eyes, what is my perfect body gonna be like once I am done with every inch of space I have? This is a consideration that I personally think is really important. When you go to the beach and you're minimally clothed as you're gonna be, or when you're, naked doing whatever it is you do with the people you do it with, what do you want to look like? What is that aesthetic overall that you're going for? What is the end goal for you? A lot of people don't consider that, and they just kind of get tattoos piecemeal here and there, and then they maybe want some cover-ups and whatnot because their aesthetic changes. You're a goth girl one minute, and then you realize, nah, I'm more of kind of a mom now, and I just want to buy that minivan and chill. So tattoos are forever. And so to me, it's really important to think about, what is your look that you're going for? What is that ideal body that your tattoo artist is helping you build? And to me, one of the big considerations is, are you going to want to be covered every square inch? Or do you want sort of a patchwork style with lots of open skin and just a few cool areas accentuated that poke out here and there in certain clothing styles? Do you care what you're going to look like in a wedding dress, or are you already married? Or do you care what your grandma can see and that kind of stuff? Do you care what you're going to look like in a three-piece suit if you're a dude and, maybe you have to go to a black tie affair here or there, and you want to make sure that everything's above the wrists or nothing on the neck or face if you're an idiot? Yeah, right? These are considerations that I think are important, because we are still you're always going to be judged by what you look like. That's just the way it goes. Whether tattoos are cool to that person or whether they're offensive to that person, that's not the point. The point is you're going to be judged. And if you don't, whatever, right? That's just how it is. We judge people, and there's nothing wrong with that in my opinion, but that's a whole another ball of wax, can of worms, whatever. But it's something to consider. What is your end goal? What do you want to look like? How do you want to be perceived? How do you want to feel? right? What people do you see out there and go, oh my gosh, that's it, they're rocking it, yes, winning, me want to win too. So consideration one, are you a color or black and gray person? A lot of people have a color side and a black and gray side. They think that's rad, right? They mix it up, they don't care, whatever, right? Not all of these considerations are gonna be for you, but they're things that as a tattoo artist, you're gonna wanna broach the subject with your client, you're gonna wanna talk about these kinds of things, and it's just groundwork to lay to make sure that everybody's on the same page. Within that, you're then gonna move on to either having your client do the research on their own for specific tattoo styles, or you're gonna walk them through the basics of what those tattoo styles are and what their options are in either black and gray or color. If you're dealing with black and gray, you've got, again, so many options in both, but you've got your realism pieces, you've got cottage core, you've got the etching style that's starting to come through that's looking really rad. You've got like minimal color styles like trash polka, or just minimal color in general, where you've got a mostly black and white piece, but with just a few color tones, like maybe red gradients or blue gradients or green gradients, right? Where you've only got one core color tone. We're actually seeing a lot of like black and white pieces with like this cool patina yellow mustardy color, and that looks awesome. But as a client, you're gonna wanna know that yellow is one of the colors that ages weirdest, right? The lighter tones you go, the more sun and UV rays are gonna fade things. But anyway, in black and gray, there's a bunch of different styles and a bunch of different ways to do those styles. You've got your black and gray floral, you've got, I don't know, that's all I can really think of right now, but there's way more than I'm thinking of, right? So realism, cottage core, classic black and gray floral, those are considerations to have. And you just do a couple Google searches, look around and see what styles speak to you. In your color, of course, as always, you're gonna start with American traditional melded into new school, or rather neo-traditional, and then out of neo-traditional comes this new school style. That's where you get like the really big cartoony eyes, lots of really cool color gradients, oftentimes your more graffiti style images. What's popular a lot right now is cartoons and anime. You can do cartoons and anime like the manga and have it be just pure black and gray, or you can do anime in like a way more high def style that almost looks more like fan art. So yeah, go through and Google those different styles, do your research. You can even get onto like ChatGPT and have it spit out a bunch of names of tattoo styles for you to go and do your own research. And informed clients are happy clients, right? Once you know what style you want, it may actually change the artist you want to go to. Not all artists are super proficient in every single style, and a lot of artists, especially the further along they get in their career, really niche down and really specialize. And there's nothing wrong with that. The more specialized your tattoo artist is, the better they're gonna do that style. The more confident they're gonna be with it, the faster it's gonna get done. Right? So absolutely, as a client, that is a consideration, is the more you know about what you want, the easier it's gonna be for you to find that artist. Also, as an artist, the more you understand the styles you're comfortable with and the styles you like to do, the more honest a conversation you're going to be able to have with your client. And that's actually really important, because I don't do I don't do realism. I don't do color realism. I don't do black and gray realism. This is not what I do. I'm working on it. I'm getting the art skills up to do that kind of stuff, but it's just not in my wheelhouse. I will absolutely send them to somebody else. And don't worry, abundance mindset, You will find your clientele. You will find the right people for you. 30 some odd % of all Americans have tattoos. That's a national average. So you know full well that if you're living out on the coasts or in metropolitan areas, those numbers go way up. Maybe if you're living somewhere in Iowa, those numbers go down, but that's just the way statistics work. So abundance mindset, folks. If you're a tattoo artist, don't worry about refusing a client because you're not comfortable with that style. Don't go tattooing people in a style you're not comfortable with. Practice, get good at the styles you like to get good at, and your clientele will find you, right? Post about it, show your work, people will be impressed. And again, informed clients are happy clients, and a client is going to be way more likely to even recommend you, even if they don't go to you, because they know that you're being honest. Your priority is them getting the best tattoo possible, not you just making money. And so anyway, that's an aside for the tattoo artist. But as a client, the more you know what you want, the easier it's going to be to find your right person. And it's like a hairstylist like that, where once you find your person, once you find that style, you stick with them. You develop a rapport, and developing that client rapport as a client, it's super awesome. It's so cool to know it's cool. It's great. And as a tattoo artist, it's great. It's awesome to know that you're giving the client your best work and they're happy with it, and it's better than they envisioned because you're the artist and you're taking their ideas and just taking it to the next level. And as tattoo artists, me as a tattoo artist, that's what I love to do, is go above and beyond for clients. Clients are going to come with those Pinterest designs. Show them you can do better. Show them you can do something that's more them. Show them that going with you is something that they can't get anywhere else. And if that means niching down for you, niching down, getting smaller in the world of tattooing, but getting better, right? Not going wide, going deep, do it. It is absolutely worth it. I highly recommend it. I'm moving into a lot of more color anime style pieces, a lot more cartoon stuff, right? Because American traditional, neo-traditional anime color pieces, that's absolutely where I like to go. I am still working on my black and gray work. I do like doing heavy dark gothic pieces. That's also something I really like to do, because anytime you can do dark heavy shit, in my opinion. I listen to too much metal. I love that stuff. So as a client, figure out whether you were looking for black and gray or color. Then go do some Google searching on what styles within those two fields you're looking for, considering what you want your end look to look like, right? What you want your body to be like in that perfect world when you're finally done and you're like, I did it. I reached the mountaintop. Some of y'all never get there. Some folks get addicted and they're like Ephemeral Remy. Go check him out on Instagram or TikTok. Absolutely amazing. Dude's on his third or fourth bodysuit, completely blacked everything out. They're doing color on top of black and gray. That's a stupid aside, but it's a great little research thing for anybody to do, whether you're a client or whether you're a tattoo artist. Go check out Ephemeral Remy. It's a good time. It's scroll in heaven, man. It's so fun. But yeah, have those considerations in mind. And then once you have a feel for what you're looking for, go out there and find the right artist for you. You won't regret it. Make it happen. And if you're the artist, be the right artist for your style, because your clientele will find you. They'll have an easier time. They'll know what to expect, right? It's just like anything else, right? Every business niches down like that. It's not like Pizza Hut serves burgers. It's not like Domino's is out there being like, man, we really need to put tacos on the menu. The reaches is in the niches. What does Sean Cannell say? Yeah, the riches are in the niches, right? So yeah, Think Media, Sean Cannell. go check him out. If you're interested in YouTubing at all or social media at all, that guy is the boss. Anyway, more asides, as you can tell I'm rambling now. That's the end of the video, right? You are right. Whatever tattoo you're looking for, it's all good. Whether it's a cute little memorial set of dog paws, or whether it's an entire like Viking style back piece of Hela with skulls and all kinds of shit, it's okay. Find the right artist for you. You won't regret it. And if you are the artist, be the right artist for your style. Do it. Be you. The world is abundant. There's enough work for all of us. There's enough clients for all of us. And there's only more clients born every day. So yeah, folks, have a great time out there. Comment down below if you have any questions or anything. I'm here for it. I'm here to answer your questions. I'm here to help out. But, do like, comment, subscribe, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the future. Thanks for watching.